everybody to some NBA 2K18. Let's go! I'm so hyped. First video on NBA 2K18. Let's get right into it. We are rebuilding the Orlando Magic. Check out the roster here. Nikola Vucevic, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon, Elfrid Payton, Jonathan Isaac, Jonathan Simmons, Terrence Ross, Mo Spates, Bismack Biyama, Mario Hezonja, DJ Augustine, Aaron Aflalo, Shelvin Mack, Adrian Payne. I don't know what that little thing is right there, though. Kaheem Beach. I don't know these last two guys, but let's get into it, guys. Seriously, wait, I have an itch in my ear. Okay, it says two-way. I don't know what that means. NBA days left. What? What does this mean? Signed for a remainder of the season, assigned to the G League. Okay, this seems like a more in-depth, like, I guess this, okay, whatever. We're gonna move on because I'm already confused about this. So moving on. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try and move away from Bismack because he has a huge contract. Super excited to finally be into NBA 2K18. I was sitting waiting for the perfect time, and I just decided to slide over to GameStop today to grab it on the. And I'm recording this right after the Celtics and Cavs game. Unfortunate Gordon Hayward injury that really sucks for the Cavs and for the NBA. I guess should we just grab Cristiano Felicio? It seems like the cheapest, which is the main point of this trade, is to just get rid of as much salary as possible. Plus they're the same overall. And I'm gonna turn off that thing just in case it's in here. Options, settings, which I'm assuming it is because it was all over the last one. Recently signed restriction, recently traded, and rookie signing because I just hate those. Like, I just like being able to trade whenever I feel like it. And it's funner for the rebuilds, even if it's not 1,000% realistic. So who else should we trade away? The next guy I want to trade away from is Terrence Ross. 10.5 million for a 75 overall. I'm good on that. I don't really feel the need to, yeah. So, okay, we get Robin Lopez, J.R. Smith, Marcus Morris for only 5 million. He's a 2 overall upgrade. That might be the move. Dwayne Dedman to maybe be our backup center. He's only getting 6 million. Hernan Gomez, but then we get saddled with Joakim Noah's contract. Kenneth Faried, Al Jefferson. None of these are really standing out, jumping off, other than that one early. So I think we're going to do this one for Marcus Morris, and we'll try and trade away Aaron Baines. No big deal, getting rid of Aaron Aflalo as well. So up next, let's trade away Aaron Baines and Cristiano Felicio. Get rid of them both. And bring in Porcan Kukmaz. Is there anybody else? Second round pick, I don't want to get rid of that. So let's just do this one. Gives us exactly what we want, which is more cap space. And now what we're going to do, we are going to sign Chris Bosh if we have enough. Negotiate contract, 10 million for the year, Chris Bosh. In fact, can we make this a 2-year deal? We can. And let's put a team option on that second year. Happily accepts. And we'll just have the CPU adjust because we're not done yet. We'll come back to the free agency at some point, I am sure. So Chris Bosh is already our best player. Okay. At point guard, let's try and get a better backup point guard. So maybe if we package together DJ Augustine and Shelvin Mack, somebody will give us like maybe a 75 overall point guard. I'd definitely be interested in something like that, if they're cheap enough. Pat Bev, we'll take him. We'll take him. All right. So we're getting Patrick Beverly, who will probably start right out of the gate. So, okay, I think our point guard situation for now is good. Shooting guard. I don't mind these two being our shooting guards for the season number 1. But then after that, most likely we'll move away from Fournier. Mario Hezonja, I don't even know if he has any trade value, but I guess we're going to find out. And let's get rid of Wesley Johnson, who's on a 1-year contract, so we'll leave him for now. And yeah, I guess Mario Hezonja is probably the only guy I want to see if I can get anything out of right now. So let's see if he's worth anything special. Maybe even like a second or a first round pick. If somebody will give us a first round pick for Mario Hezonja, I'll be shocked. I'll be stunned, bamboozled, behooved, bewitched. A bunch of other words that I'm drawing a blank on, honestly. Frank the Tank? Give up a second round pick and get Frank and Dwayne Bacon. Probably have to come back to that one. That looks like the best trade so far. Kylo Quinn. Don't want Mazda. Kenneth Fareed is tempting, but I don't want that contract. Kyle Anderson's alright. TJ Warren, he's on a 1-year deal. And then Tyson Chandler would get stuck with his deal. So I'm not really interested in that either. David West and Zaza on 1-year deals. I think this would just make the Warriors weaker, which is always helpful, but it's not really a good trade for us to do. I mean, it would help out other teams because the Warriors bench would get significantly weaker unless they somehow turn Mario Hezonja into, like, the next Klay Thompson. This one isn't that bad, though. Dwayne Dedman. And then I could try and trade away Mike Muscala. But I'd rather take Frank the Tank. Let's see if they can do this straight up. Can they do this straight up? No, it's too much cap space, I guess. Okay. They need to give up somebody. So, can they give up... this trade would put the Hornets under the minimum player limit. The team can do this trade using a minimum player limit exception that lasts 2 weeks. Okay. We're not interested, however, I have a counter offer. They want a second round pick. Alright, well, if we're giving you a second round pick, then I want the better talent, obviously, which is Dwayne Bacon. So, oh my god. Marvin Williams for 2 years. You know what? We could just move Marvin Williams and we'll take his hit on the salary cap. I don't really mind doing that because we can just move Bacon and Williams and get more out of them. And we're kind of getting... Because I think you get probably a better haul for a 76 overall power forward than Wesley Johnson and Adrian Payne. So let's just do that. There we go. Okay. So we are officially done for season number 1, I think, at least... as far as making trades go. So here is, in fact, let's just show the rotation. Rebuild it. So Patrick Beverly starting at the point guard, Evan Fournier at shooting guard, Jonathan Isaac, small forward, Chris Bosh at power forward, and Nikola Vucevic at center. Off the bench, Aaron Gordon, Marcus Morris, Elfrid Payton, Frank the Tank, and I think we should make that an 11-man rotation just to get Marvin Williams and Jonathan Simmons involved in the offense, or at least in the team. Because when you're not a very great team, you should have a bigger rotation anyway. You don't want to limit yourself. You want to see what you have in most of your players. So I like that a little bit better. So, okay, now I think we have a better rotation. Although I would like it if we would have Frank start and then maybe have Vucevic come off the bench. He could still get more minutes. In fact, yeah, let's even that up a little bit at least. 21 and 21. And then, is there anybody else? Because just having, Frank start is helpful. Because if he can develop into something as the season goes on, then perhaps by the end of the season he could be like a 78. And he'll be even more valuable to us. So we're going to start simulation, and I'll catch you guys at the trade deadline. Ladies and gentlemen, we were offered this deal. Well, not this specific deal, but I've been negotiating, and I think I found the exact trade that I liked. So the original offer was Mike Conley and I think Jarrell Martin, who you see down here, for Chris Bosh and Evan Fournier. So I've ended up negotiating, and I have decided that we are going to pull the trigger on this trade right here. We're going to give up Chris Bosh, who we just signed. I can show you guys what he did for us, at least so far. 16 points per game, 6 rebounds. A great contributor. He's not obviously leaving because of performance base. It's just, we have a power forward in Aaron Gordon, so he was just kind of brought on because he was the best player available that we could kind of get. So basically, yeah, he does have a team option, which I think I was smart in putting that on him just in case he did, you know, play well enough for us to want to bring back. But that's going to be 11 million thing anyway, and then 17 million for a shooting guard Evan Fournier. So we're getting rid of these two big contracts. We're also going to get rid of Marcus Morris, who we acquired earlier. We're going to get rid of Jacob Pollin, who I don't think probably would ever see minutes for us anyway, and a second round pick, which is a swap worst. We're going to get back Jarrell Martin, who is an upgrade. We're going to get back JaMychal Green, who is, he's a little bit of a downgrade, but he's like younger. So, I mean, I'll take that. We're going to get a second round pick back. We're going to get Tyreke Evans, who is overall point down, but look at the difference in salary. And Tyreke Evans, I believe he might be on a 1-year deal. So, I mean, if he leaves, he leaves. I really don't care all that much. And the main value here is Mike Conley. Although I'm noticing that Tyreke Evans is on a 1-year deal, I would like, maybe if I take out Tyreke and try and get their first round pick. Their first round pick in consecutive seasons. Okay. So future first. Oh my god. They've given up too many first round picks for me to even take a first round pick from them. So basically we're going to have to take Tyreke and trade him for something else. So there we go. Oh my god, no, you were the one who offered us this. This doesn't make any sense. Like, no. I hate when they do that. Fine, I'll give you that one pick. You're the one who offered us, like, they offered us that trade. Like, this is irking me now. And take out Jarrell. Fuck's sake. And take out Pollin. We'll offer this and see if they offer us the trade back. Okay, Conley. Yeah. Alright, fine. There we go. So, a blockbuster trade. We are 7-10 currently. 9th in the East, which, I mean, that just shows you how bad the East is. And, I think we're going to play it out for a little bit, but I will just show you guys the new, lineup. So, Mike Conley, Jonathan Simmons, Tyreke Evans, which I don't really like that, honestly. So, let's get in Isaac at, small forward, and we'll put in Evans at shooting guard. We'll drop Simmons to about 17 a game. We'll bring Isaac up to 26, and that is good for me. So Mike Conley, Tyreke Evans, Jonathan Isaac, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Vucevic off the bench. Pat Bev, Elfrid Payton, Jonathan Simmons, Frank Kaminsky, and Marvin Williams, and JaMychal Green. And you see all the guys not getting any minutes. And this time, I promise I'll meet you at the trade deadline. Even if we do make another trade, I'll just quickly show like a little highlight of it. Alright, well, I know. I said there would be no more trades, or me showing any more trades until the trade deadline, but this is just huge. Nikola Vucevic, this was originally an offer from Mike Conley and, Korkmaz for Hassan Whiteside and Tyler Johnson, but I've managed to negotiate the Heat into offering this for Whiteside and Tyler Johnson and Udonis Haslem, who I just don't even feel right taking. But Nikola Vucevic, Marvin Williams, so the two big contracts that I wanted to unload anyway, 2 second-round picks, and Tyreke Evans for just this year. So maybe they plan on flipping Evans for something else. Maybe the Heat aren't doing that great or something. But yeah, I will just take Hassan Whiteside off your hands. Let's just see what he's doing real quick. 17 points per game, 14 rebounds, 2 blocks. Compare that to Vucevic, about 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and about a block. Like, we're just getting better in every facet here. We can move Tyler Johnson because I know he's got a huge contract for next season, but we're gonna move him before we ever even have to worry about that. Plus, we would already had to pay Marvin Williams a lot of money anyway, and Nikola Vucevic, so really it equals out. Plus, now we're gonna have Hassan Whiteside and Mike Conley on the team. Let's not underrate that by any standard. So I'll catch you in a second. Here we are at the end of season number 1. I just decided to skip over the trade deadline because we didn't make any moves at the trade deadline, ironically, after talking about the trade deadline so much. But LeBron James does win the MVP. I believe this is his 5th. And then Markelle Fultz wins the Rookie of the Year over Lonzo. Ben Simmons over a bunch of solid competition. Jeremy Lin, 6th Man of the Year. I could definitely see that happen. I mean, I could see all these happening, but like of all of them so far, this is the one that I think is the most likely. I don't think Fultz will be the Rookie of the Year. He's coming off the bench. I mean, a lot would have to go right for him. Ben Simmons would kind of have to not look great or get injured. Lonzo would have to be a fail at least in year 1. Drummond, defensive player, I don't think so. Rudy Gobert, most improved though. He went up about 1.5 points. He got he got about a half a rebound. He didn't really improve. Okay, so they still haven't fixed the most improved player. Whatever. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. And yeah, that's that. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Karl-Anthony Towns, all NBA first team. All NBA second team, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Blake Griffin, Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins. And all NBA third, John Wall, Dame Lillard, Draymond, Paul George, and Andre Drummond. All defensive first team, Paul, Wall, Green, Davis, and Drummond. And second, Westbrook, Butler, James, Leonard, and Jordan. All rookie first team, Fultz, Simmons, Milos, Fox, and Tatum. I guess Lonzo got injured because he is nowhere on here. So I'm going to check that out really quickly. I'm actually very interested in that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Lakers. There you go. I guess he is hurt and probably out for the season. Wow, Brandon Ingram out, Tyler Ennis out. Where the hell's Lonzo at? Oh, okay, there he is. How much of the season did he play? How much of the season did he play? Where is games played at? Where is games played? Games played. Is it all the way near the end? Yeah, only 36 games, so he missed most of the season. So that is unfortunate, but moving on from that, we did make the playoffs, guys. We were the 4th seed. We finished above the Celtics. We finished above the Wizards. We finished above the Bucks. So we finished over some game competition. Final stats on the season. Mike Conley, 18.5 with 3 rebounds and 5.5 assists with 1.5 steals per game. Hassan Whiteside was 16.5, 12 rebounds and 2 blocks per game. Tyler Johnson with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and about a steal. Aaron Gordon with 12 points, 4 rebounds. And a lot of the season, Gordon was coming off the bench. I'd like to see how many games he started for us, because that is interesting. Gordon came off the bench a lot of the season and still ended up with really good numbers. So game started, yeah, he came off the bench for a majority of the season. Frank the Tank, 5th leading scorer with pretty much 10 points. He's got to get that rebounding up. Probably move him to power forward, honestly, if we do end up keeping him around. Pat Bev, 9 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal a game. Jonathan Isaac in his rookie season with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal. And you see all the other guys. Not a lot of guys got minutes. And here it is. So, series number 1, we're going up against the Wizards. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Markieff Morris, Zubac, Gortat, Frazier, Luol Deng, Jody Meeks, Kelly Oubre. So, I mean, I think we have about as good as a team as they do. They might have a bit better perimeter shooting. But I don't know. Conley, Johnson, depending on how well Isaac shoots the 3. Beverly can shoot it. Yeah, so I don't know. We might be able to match up with them pretty well. So let's see. Game 1, we do lose. Can I check the score? I forget how to check the score. So I'm just not even going to bother. Oh, box score. There you go. We lost by 11 at home. But we do win game 2, so it's tied up. It's even. We go into Washington. We lose game 3. Can we tie it back up? We do. 2-2. Can Orlando make it out of the first round? 3-2. Game 7 in Orlando. And we do. The Orlando Magic make it out of the first round to get slaughtered by the Cleveland Cavaliers in round number 2. Let's go. Wow, the Thunder and the Timberwolves get bounced in the first round. Okay, sure. You know what, 2K? You're going to piss me off a lot this year, and we're already starting. There we go. That's good. Alright, so we know this team, but I'll show them to you anyway. Isaiah Thomas, D. Wade, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, Iman Shumpert, Channing Frye, Jeff Green. And that's kind of where, like, the hype ends, but Jesus, that's a lot of hype. Game 1 in Cleveland. Yeah, we lose by 15. Game 2, we lose by 31. Game 3, we lose by 8, so we're getting closer, but it's 3-0, and we have been eliminated, just not enough. So simulate the current round. Simulate the current round. Gee, I wonder what the finals will be. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah, not surprised. And in 5 games, the Warriors do beat the Cavs. Kevin Durant, finals.